Hello friends, welcome to the investment wall. Today, we are going to discuss about the sectors that are highly affected by the pandemic, and sectors which will outperform well in near future. So, if you are looking for investment in specific sectors, or want to invest in sectoral indices, then, this video answers all your queries, and you will be able to analyze things clearly before investment. In this video, we will first cover the sectors which suffered the most, and continue to suffer because of coronavirus outbreak in the world, includes, aviation, hospitality and tourism, automobiles, financial industry, and realty, and, sectors which will outperform during pandemic and in coming period as well, includes, FMCG, Pharma and Digital Platforms. However, the degree of the impact may vary from sector to sector. The next 12 months will be very difficult. Many businesses will struggle, and some may even die in this recession. In the coming period, many new industries will emerge and become a new hope for the economy. Let's begin with aviation industry. So, aviation sector is highly affected by the COVID-19, because aviation sector incurs higher fixed costs, and operate at very low margins due to high competition in the market, and all the domestic flights and international flights cancelled on account of lockdown. Aviation sector suffers highly from liquidity crisis. Even domestic flights begin to operate from 25 May, 2020. It is expected that aviation sector will suffer for long period of time, because of travel restriction and change in behavior of public spending. People will avoid traveling for almost 1 year, which lead to slowdown of aviation sector. Now, we take into consideration hospitality industry. Hospitality and tourism industry has the highest probability of slowdown of performance in coming years. It is highly expected that people will not travel for leisure for some period, apart from essential travel. And, people will avoid places and events, with large gatherings like festivals, sports, etc. Now, the automobile industry already suffered from crisis, due to declining sales trend before lockdown, but now, auto sector has to face slowdown for longer period than expected. The country's largest car manufacturer Maruti Suzuki reports zero sales in April due to lockdown in its entire history. It will be very difficult for auto sector to overcome this challenge, before 1 year, and continue to face slowdown on account of lack of demand, and falling income levels. Financial sector also hit hard during this recession, because the demand of loan and its growth will suffer due to corona outbreak. And, there is a fear of rise in non-performing assets of banks, and NBFCs. So, financial sector is likely to suffer this year, because of high funding costs in the coming period. If you are looking for investment in real estate sector, then, realty sector is generally highly leveraged, and new constructions are at a standstill and sales have taken a hit. The sales are expected to fall further, because there will be delay in new launches and sector will face dual challenges of high interest payments due to leverage, and decline in sales volume. So, the recovery path for the realty sector could be slow and painful. Now, we take some sectors into consideration which will outperform in this pandemic. Let's begin with digital platforms. We are heading towards digital economy, and there will be a sudden spike in the demand, more than ever for the digital content. Online-based products and services companies will become the new leaders in the market. This will completely change the outlook of the things that look before pandemic, and it give boost to on-demand content services, technology platforms, advertisers, marketing channels, and many more. Also, pharmaceutical sector is set to see growth in the near future. Indian pharma industry likely to grow at 10 to 13% in this financial year, as projected by Investment Information and Credit Rating Agency. Specialty chemicals sector associated with pharma sector will also see a jump due to increased demand for disinfectants, drugs, and medicines. And, the impact of pandemic on FMCG is almost negligible, and FMCG will benefit massively. Food-based retail chains and companies catering to consumption demand will emerge as a winner. So, you must invest in specific sectors very carefully in this period. And major correction will be seen in coming months in market. So, you should start investing once Nifty 50 breaches the level of 7,000, and you can use small case for investment in various sectors to minimize the risk. And, if you like the video, do comment and share it with your friends, and don't forget to hit the like button, and subscribe to Investment Wall.